the tag lifecycle. This UML diagram shows how the doStartTag method and doEndTag methods are called to evaluate a tag in Jakarta server pages. Here you can see this UML diagram shows how the doStartTag and doEndTag methods are called to evaluate tags. In the long format, you can simply write the start, opening, and end closing tags. In the shortened format, you combine them. Regardless of how you write them, both the doStartTag method and doEndTag method are called in a tag handler instance. This figure shows the tag lifecycle from a slightly different viewpoint than illustrate how a doStart tag and doEndTag. Methods can also affect the tag lifecycle by values that are returned by them. doStartTag the doStartTag method is called when the starting tag is encountered on this page. Int doStart throws JSP exception. This method signature from the tag interface state that the primitive int value is to be returned. This signals to the JSP page what to do next. Two values can be returned from tag implementation interface: skip body and eval body include, which are defined as constant within tag interface. Returning skip body signals to the JSP page that the after doStartTag method has been called. Any body content for the tag should be ignored. For example, any body content such as JSP code, Java code, or content that would normally be output to the page is simply dropped. Following this process, do the doEndTag method. On the other hand, returning eval body include from doStartTag method signals that any body content should be evaluated and output to the page. EndTag, the EndTag, the doEndTag method is called when the ending tag is encountered on the page. Again, regardless of whether the tag is written on the page by using the long or shortened format, int doTag throws JSP exception. This method also specifies an integer return type, and the valid return types for this method are other two constants defined in the tag interface: skip page and eval page. Here this return value signal whether the JSP container should continue evaluating rest of the JSP page. In reality, the skip page return value is rarely used because there aren't many circumstances in which you will want to actually stop the rest of the page from being processed. One such example might be a security tag that appears at the top of the JSP page and check whether the current user is authorized to see the contents of the page. The final method to be called as part of the tag lifecycle is the release method, and this method is called to ask tag handler to release the any state. It may be storing, and it's called on the tag handler only when the tag handler instance is finished and won't be used anymore. In other words, JSP content that don't support optional pooling of tag handler instance, the release method is called after the doEndTag method, because this particular instance will never be used again. In the other hand, the containers that provide instance pooling, this method is called only when the container has finished using the instance and before it gets garbage collected. Caution: it's the most common misconception. Release is always called directly after doEndTag method, hence is used to clear the values of the instance variable. This is not the case, and relying on this behavior means that your tags might not work as expected on all vendors' JSP containers. Here you can see the int doStartTag method in tag interface. The process start tag for this instance. This method is invoked by the JSP page implementation object. Here you can see eval body the static final int eval body include evaluate body into existing out stream, valid return value for do start tag. Here the static final int skip body evaluation, valid return value for do start tag and do after body. Here the int doEndTag possess end tag for this instance. This method is invoked by JSP page implementation object on all tag handlers. Eval page, static final int eval page, continuing evaluation page, valid return value for doEndTag. Skip page of static final int skip page, skip the rest of the page, valid return value for doEndTag. Here started and then connected to initialize context and attributes. It is connected to doStartTag method, and then if it is it's connected to evaluate body where eval body include, and evaluate body is connected to doEndTag tag method. doStartTag method is connected to doEndTag method by skip body. doStart tag then it's connected to evaluate rest of the page via eval page here, and then it's connected to end, and here the eval page doEndTag is connected to end via skip page. Now this is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for watching it.